We're mixing up one of our favorite veteran-owned bourbons into a Stave and Slide original to toast our fellow veterans. So stay tuned right here
at the bar with Stave and Slide.
Welcome back to At the Bar with Stave and Slide. I'm Dan.
I'm Corey.
And it's Veterans Day, and we got another Stave and Slide original to toast our fellow veterans.
That's right.
Yep. So we really enjoy, kind of like coming up with some special cocktails to toast our veterans for Memorial Day, Veterans Day. It's a couple of times a year that we really, really like to put a lot of thought and effort into.
Right.
It means a lot to us. Obviously, Corey and I are veterans, retired Air Force, and so it's a time that we really like to put a lot of effort into. It means a lot. So we've got another one that we came up with today.
Yeah. This is exciting.
Yeah.
It's not overly complicated. It's not overly original. It's a riff on an existing cocktail.
Which is a riff on a riff. Which is a riff on a riff on a, yeah.
Yeah, it just goes on and on.
So what we're doing today is a riff on the paper plane.
Yeah.
Now, we say this a lot, like we make drinks, we're like, hey, this is one of our favorite things, But the paper plane is literally like one of our favorite cocktails.
That has been my cocktail for this
outside
summer.
of like the old fashioned, which is the cocktail of all cocktails, the paper plane is fantastic. We love it. When we have people over, we make it for them, and they love it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Paper plane, I don't think we featured it yet. We need to do that. But if you don't know what the paper plane is, it was created by Sam Ross in 2008 out of Milk and Honey, which was, one of the famed, cocktail renaissance bars in New York City.
Another one of our favorite references in
absolutely. So many great cocktails came out of Milk and Honey, and so many great cocktails came from Sam Ross. Paper plane being one of them. It was he created it when the song by MIA, Paper Plane, was what we were all listening to it at the time, and that's where it got its name from. But the paper plane is a delicious cocktail, and our cocktail today is a riff on the paper plane, and it features one of our favorite veteran-owned bourbons.
Yeah.
Friends of Stave and Slide, Freedom Whiskey Company.
Yeah, here, headquartered right here in Centerville, Ohio, and we did an episode with the owner a couple months back. I'll link it somewhere in the thing.
For Memorial Day, we had Krista Hollingsworth, who is the owner of Freedom Whiskey Company. It's a veteran-founded whiskey, bourbon distillery, and they have some great juice coming out of there. We love it, and they have they run a lot of great causes for veterans. So check them out. HaveAshotOfFreedom.com. That's their plug. They do a lot of stuff. They have a Veterans Day event every year. I think they started back in like 2017. Raising money for veterans, helping out the local veteran community. So let's go ahead and get started with our cocktail.
Yeah, real quick before we do that, we got a couple of bottles over there. We just, again, wanted to highlight the veteran aspect of the bourbon community. So there's some bottles over here from various veteran-owned distilleries. Horse Soldier, Larrikin. That Larrikin I've talked about before. If I remember his story correctly, he was in the Australian Navy, and then he came to the United States and joined the United States Navy for about 10 years, and he retired, and now he's doing some pretty good bourbon products over there at Larrikin. The one with the medallion is from Jay Mattingly, another veteran owned, operated. And
they do a lot of commemorative stuff, right?
And it's a commemorative for the 80th anniversary of Iwo Jima.
Yep.
In the back there is Cleveland Whiskey. The founder and CEO there is a Navy veteran. And then this, Against All Odds, we picked that up. Not necessarily veteran owned. That is a bottle we picked up at
Barrels and Billets.
Yeah, I couldn't think of that. At Louisville, right next to the Louisville Slugger. That's part of their kind of deal there. But that Against All Odds is a veteran. Designed to support veterans.
Some proceeds from that are going to support a veteran organization.
Right. So we just wanted to feature a couple other things other than Freedom that we're going to use in the cocktails.
And there's so many great ones out there. So if you go ahead and find some of those veteran-owned bottles and check them out, because a lot of them are going to support some of the veteran organizations.
Fantastic.
So, you can have it. have something to drink and support a good cause. But today we are using Freedom, and we're going to use their cask strength, small batch cask strength right here.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to use for our paper plane riff that we're going to call the Freedom Flyer.
I love it.
Yeah. You know, we're all about a theme and a name and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to use the cask strength. Of course, we're sticking with the Amaro Nonino, and we're going to throw lemon juice in there. You know, the paper plane is equal parts of the bourbon, the Nonino, and the lemon juice. And we're going to switch it up though. Instead of the Aperol. Instead of the Aperol, we're going to use this smoked honey cranberry syrup that I made. That's going to be our bitter element, and it's going to give us a little bit of different flavor there. So this came out a little thick, but it's really good. So you basically make a simple syrup, and you throw some cranberries in there, and you kind of render that down, strain it out, and then I smoked it with some hickory smoke, and it's pretty good.
It's delicious. And
then we're also going to throw in just a touch of Firewater tincture here from Scrappys Bitters. That's going to give us just a slight little hit, and it's going to be delicious. Let's get started.
Yes, absolutely. This is very similar as you start working on this. Very similar to the flavor profile of a paper plane.
Yep.
That cranberry note, as he said, or that cranberry syrup, as he said, taking place of the Aperol, just shifts the flavor profile just enough that it's noticeable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with our smoked honey cranberry syrup. Like I said, that did come out thick, so it's in there, but it mixes up well.
Yeah.
So, and then 3/4 ounce of our Nonino.
Yeah, I love this Amaro Nonino. It's so good.
Delicious. Three-quarters of an ounce of our Freedom Cask Strength Bourbon.
And this cask strength comes in at, I think, 112. Let me double check.
Check that out. And it does vary.
112. This one, yeah. This one is 112.
A couple dashes of our Scrappys Firewater tincture there. And then let's get our lemon juice. 3/4 ounce. We know that's about half of this small lemon there.
Yep.
Get that in there. Let me get some ice.
Going into a coupe.
Oh yeah. All right, shake it.
Now the cranberry gives this, the paper plane has kind of an orange hue to it.
This gives it
cranberry sauce.
More of a pinker redder color.
Yeah, I keep calling it cranberry sauce. Cranberry syrup.
It looks like cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
And then we're going to double strain.
Yeah, I love the color on this.
And we will garnish with a lemon peel. And that is the Freedom Flyer. Go ahead and give that a shot.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. That again, it's got all the flavor profile that the traditional paper plane has, but where you would normally get the Aperol, you get the cranberry. Mm-hmm. And then on the back of the finish, on the back of the palate, you get a little of that Firewater texture.
Right, a little bit, just a little
pepper coming in, a little heat. Yeah. But that's it's delicious. It's great for not just for Veterans Day. The cranberry note is great for like Thanksgiving and
definitely
just through
fits
the
into
fall.
the season.
Yeah, that's really good.
So there you go. That is the Freedom Flyer. So go ahead and mix one up and toast your fellow veterans. And of course, on Veterans Day, we say thank you to all of our fellow veterans, and not just our veterans, but our families of our veterans. So all of our military spouses, all of our military kids out there, thank you so much for everyone that served. And for Freedom Whiskey, go ahead and check out haveashotofreedom.com. Get some information there. I think you can order online now.
Yeah.
And you can check out their Veterans Day event. So until next time, cheers.
From Stave and Slide.